long have you got? 2 minutes? Let's go! The antiquity of human settlement in the British Isles is well known, as symbolized by perhaps the most famous prehistoric monument of mankind at Stonehenge. Primitive tribal life on the islands begins to come into focus as far back as Roman times, but the distinctive moment of national historical emergence out of the Dark Ages is the Norman conquest of 1066 by William the Conqueror. The uniquely English adaptation to the abuse of power by its Norman monarchs began with a rebellion by English barons who demanded constitutional limits on the power of kings per the justly famous Magna Carta, or Great Charter, of 1215. The king is not above the law was the charter's essential meaning, but enforcing it would require centuries of vigilance by great English champions of freedom, beginning with Simon of Montfort, who summoned the first parliament to institutionalize the defense of freedom against tyranny in 1265. Despite the uniquely positive political evolution underway, the English were not immune to the temptations of conquest in the king's name, and they wasted well over a century in the 100 Years' War of 1337 to 1453 trying to dominate neighboring France. As wars tend to do, this one exacerbated the conflict between warmongering monarchs and a populace jealous of its rights. It did, however, result in the severing of the main political bonds entangling England in continental affairs, which proved propitious for English freedom. A still greater separation from the continent resulted from the Reformation, which came to England when Henry VIII repudiated the Catholic Church in 1534, leading to religious wars against continental foes and a civil war until 1660, whose religious dimension exacerbated the repeating constitutional struggle between kings and rights-demanding citizens. The championing of the rights of Englishmen would be taken up aggressively by American colonists in their revolution to form a republic, leaving the English to settle for the more distinctively European accommodation of a constitutional monarchy, as they strove to create a global empire and defend it against fierce continental rival Germany in the world wars from 1914 to 1945. England, already a part of a supranational amalgam known as the United Kingdom of Great Britain, now faces a new challenge to its distinctive rights-respecting tradition in the context of the European Union of 1993, which seeks to subvert England's distinctive institutions within a supranational framework.